my story probably starts when I was a kid living on the farm in a little town in Kansas. I used to love baseball, always wanted to be a professional baseball player. And I remember as a kid, 6, 7 years old, I'd go out into a field. There was a 10-acre field west of our house that I would pick a ball up. I didn't have any brothers or sisters that I could play with at the time. And I'd pick a ball up and I'd hit it across as far as I could. And then I'd go get it, pick it up, hit it to the end of the field and see how many times it would take me to hit that ball to the length of the field. Because I was always wanted to be like Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle was my hero. So, and the Yankees. So always had a dream of playing professional baseball. Later in life, played baseball during high school and stuff, and then got married when I was 18 years old. Got drafted to the Armed Forces 3 months after I got married. Went to Vietnam for a year.
What year did you get drafted?
That was in 1968.
You were 18 years old.
I was 18 years old. I had just turned 19, I guess. I was 19, and I got drafted and went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for basic training and AIT, and then got sent to Vietnam for a year, where I was a combat engineer, and I was in demolition, and I looked for mines and booby traps and crawled into tunnels and bunkers and things like that. And one of my dreams at that point was I just wanted to survive. I wanted to survive, come home to my wife, and just, I wanted to survive. And always dreamt about still playing baseball. I came home from Vietnam after a year, got out of the service. There was a semi-baseball team in Newton, Kansas. And I went down there for a tryout. And I made the team. And they said, well, we're just going to let you play until all of our college kids get here on scholarships and stuff. I said, okay, so it was a great opportunity. I got to play baseball. And I ended up having a starting position, played the whole season, and had a lot of fun with it. And then realized that there was a lot of traveling, this and that, and hard to do with working and everything else. But I get to play a year of semi-pro ball.
Was you a walk-on? You walked on?
I walked on, yeah. Okay. And had lots of fun and enjoyed it. And in the course of those years, I still kept thinking about, I just wished I wish I could play baseball. I wished I could play professional baseball. And then later on in life, I worked in American Coach factory where I was building mobile homes. Decided I didn't want to do that my whole life, so I quit, went to college, paid myself through college, had a wife and 2 kids, paid myself through college, paid my way through college, and after graduation I wanted to coach and teach. Well, I taught school and coached high school and junior high basketball and baseball and track. And after 7 years of that, decided that I'm not going to make any money at this in my whole life, because, you know, in the long run. And I got into the insurance business, which was a whole different set of training and thought process but there was a lot of similarities in coaching because it took a lot of time and energy. And was successful at that, and it enabled me to do a lot of different things. And through the course of employment with the insurance business, my secretary introduced me to a fantasy baseball camp that the New York Yankees had. So I inquired about it and ended up going, and had so much fun that I ended up going 5 times, and it was a great experience. And the nice thing about it was Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Don Larson, Moose Skowron, Hank Bauer, all those old 1961 Yankees were there. And in my thought process when I was a kid, I always thought about how those guys, how I envisioned them to be. And the nice thing about this whole experience was that after it was all finished, they were just like I envisioned them. They were everyday people. They loved what they were doing. They loved playing baseball. They loved playing for the Yankees. And they weren't like today's ball players that I envisioned them to be. They were down to earth. They were everything that I envisioned them to be, which made me solidify how I felt they were. So it was a great experience of going to those camps. A lot of great experience, a lot of friendships that we created, and obviously a lot of sports memorabilia that I'll cherish for a long, long time.
So in the end, you got to play professional baseball.
I guess in a way. One of my greatest experiences was that I was playing center field, and Mickey Mantle was he was umpiring the second base, and there was a guy on third base. There was one out, and there was a fly ball hit to me, and it was kind of a line drive, and I ran in, dove for the ball, caught it, got up, threw the ball to the plate, and threw the guy out of home plate. And Mickey, as I walked in, it was the third out, as I walked in, Mantle come over and he said, "Hey, young man," he says, "come here." And I went over there, and he put his arm around me, and he says, "That was a heck of a catch, but it was even a better throw." And so that, I'll always remember that.